Okay, guys, see, you get some people where we say, other people they look up to whenever it is that the things is not working out for them, like their pattern or the formation that they choose to play is not working for them. There's usually one player that everybody turns to and see what that player might be able to do. Many of the times, he is a talisman. Other times, yes, many of the times he's a talisman. He's the one who will ginger the players into getting that motivation to go for it, even when it looks like it's against all odds, you know. And that player for Nigeria is Victor Osimen. You know, if we look at the Argentine team, we have Lionel Messi. We look at the Portuguese team, we have Cristiano Ronaldo. We look at the English team. There, I know that recent time they've not performed very well, but we see players like Harry Kane. You know, when you look at the Norwegian team, there is Erling Haaland there. We look at the Belgian team at the time. We had Lukaku, we had Kevin De Bruyne. You know, there are players that whenever it's not going well for them, you know, the likes of Luka Modric, whenever it's not moving, they wake up and they are the ones to take up the responsibility to salvage whatever is left of that game. We have that player in Victor Osimen for Nigerian Super Eagles. And a player like Victor Osimen for the Nigerian Super Eagles is a blessing to us, because when you look at Victor Osimen, you see the passion at which he plays football for the Nigerian Super Eagles. You see how invested he is emotionally for the Super Eagles, because this is not about money for Victor Osimen. It's not about what he might gain. Victor Osimen is an established footballer known all over the world. He is among the best strikers in the world, if not the best, you know. Because if I'm looking at it, if Victor Osimen play in a team like Man City, plays in a team like the Real Madrid, he plays in a team, he's going to score goals upon goals. Let us say he has a player like Kevin De Bruyne feeding him. Let's say he has a player like Vitinha in the PSG team. You know, let's say he has a player like even Bruno Fernandes from Manchester United feeding him. He's going to score lots of goals. You know, and this is a player also that can fight with the defenders from to get the ball. You know, with Osimen, you have to be on your toes every time. If you are a defender, you have to be on your toes. The keeper is always worried whenever Osimen approaches their own side of the goal, and this is very, very this is something I've come to notice. And for Super Eagles, you could see the leadership. See, let me tell you, leaders are born. Leaders are not created, they are not trained. They are born to be leaders. And you see it in the mentality of Osimen. That is elite, because you see him taking it upon himself. Most of the times, his teammates will not get along with him because of the attitude. Most of his teammates would really be like, "Oh, what is wrong with this guy? Is he trying to show himself?" Because look at it, even when Osimen won the AFCON, yeah, he was the talk of the town. When Lukman won the AFCON, it was still Osimen at the last Nations Cup where Super Eagles came second. It was all Osimen, Osimen, Osimen. The reason is the Super Eagles of Nigeria fans have seen the tenacity, they've seen the raw belief of Osimen about when it comes to Super Eagles of Nigeria. He does not play with it. This is the reason why he went all out to make that video where he was ranting against the then Super Eagles coach Finidi George, because this boils down to emotions. This boils down to the things that what he loved. And according to him at that time, that he wanted, even with an injury, he wanted to come just his presence to motivate the boys. I think that Osimen has learned a lot when it comes to football and leadership throughout his playing career, because I think that he's modeling himself around one of the greats, Ronaldo, because this is what we see Cristiano Ronaldo do for Portugal. And Osimen looks like someone who is going to be a very, very fantastic captain if he happens to be, because he's the talisman. He's the guy that wants to get the goal for us. He has so much belief in himself, and that is why he goes there to tell you, play the ball like this for me, play the ball like this for me. I am going to get you goals, and he did. So another thing I want to point out about Victor Osimen is that he's playing for Eric Chell, a rather low profile coach, but the cohesion at which this player wants the manager to succeed. He speaks with the manager. He's not coming out there and showing off himself like someone who's won the African best player or who's the best player in Turkey and all of that. You see the humility in him. wanting to learn from the coach, playing according to the direction of the coach and all of that. And this is what we call leaders. Leaders who real leaders understand that what is due. And Osime understands that. And I'm going to give it up for him because he's been wonderful for the Super Eagles. I think he's the highest goal scorer now for the Super Eagles. He's 28. And I hope that the Super Eagles would qualify for the World Cup through the playoffs. And if we do, Osime would be one of those players to watch out for at the World Cup. I'll see you again in my next video. But tell me what you think about Osime in today's game.